So we have come to the end of 2024. It's Marjorie of all things iconic, and I am here with my annual roundup. And first, we're gonna start with 2024's top 10 stylists. Let's get into it. Now, it's gonna be a little bit controversy. You may argue a little bit, which I like that. Like, give me your reactions, give me your top 10. Like, let's argue, let's talk about it, let's, put it on the floor. Starting out with number 10 is going to the incomparable, incredible Carlos Nazario. Carlos Nazario is the style director at large of Harper's Bazaar. The shoots and the editorials that he has done with Harper's Bazaar this year have been phenomenal. My favorites have been definitely the Miley Cyrus, which I think is the December issue. Like, Miley looks very pulled back, but still very glamorous, still very minimalist, but making a point. This editorial is just mwah, chef's kiss. Love each look, love the makeup, the beauty, everything is just really elevated and giving me what I need. Another favorite would have to be Kendrick Lamar's Harper's Bazaar cover. The way that Carlos Nazario styled Kendrick, and he kept Kendrick in his world of what Kendrick usually wears, as far as Martin Rose and denim and leather jackets, but he also elevated it and pushed Kendrick's boundaries, but still stayed within Kendrick's world. And I think it takes a very special stylist to do something like that. Another highlight for me with Carlos Nazario this year is he styled Willie Chavaria's Autumn Winter 24 show, the runway show, styled to perfection, and it was styled so well that the impact that it left on me after I watched the show, I'm like, wow. Carlos styled this show to where he brought the viewer into Willie's world, but also brought you into this world to where it didn't feel unattainable. It felt like you were a part of it in the way that he styled the show. So he was it felt very intentional into he wanted you to see yourself within these pieces. The styling really sold the entire collection for me. And one of the highlights for Carlos this year would definitely have to be he styled the Fantastic Man editorial with Tyson Beckford and Alton Mason. And I haven't seen Tyson Beckford in the editorial in a while, and he looked so refreshed and it was just really great. It was very it gives me that down home feel, but very fashion forward. Then with Alton Mason, one of the top black models of today, with Tyson Beckford, who is also one of the top black models, male models of all time, and to bring them together, I think it was a great time to pay homage to Tyson, but to also shed light on Alton and bring them together. I just thought it was executed really, really well. Even the styling, this picture of Tyson in the underwear with the socks, the loafers, and the sweater with drinking the tea or the coffee. Perfection. Rip it out of the magazine, put it in a frame, put it on the wall. Carlos, you ate that down. And my final highlight for Carlos would be Anoke's Yai Swarovski crystal look at the Met Gala this year. Carlos, I have no notes because you shut it down with Anoke Yai the previous year with what was she wearing? Not Philip Lim. She was wearing I can't think right now. What the fuck was that dress? The look was great. I'll put it on the screen. But this year with the Swarovski crystals, she shut it down once again, and that's all thanks to Carlos Nazario. So Carlos, excellent 2024. Looking to what 2025 has in store for you. Coming in at number 9, we have duo Wayman and Micah. They are really diverse in their clientele, and that's what I love about them the most. And they have a plethora of black clients who they keep stunting on the red carpet. One of their most notable, I think for me, would have to be the best dressed male of 2024, and that is Coleman Domingo. And Wayman and Michael really took it there with Coleman Domingo, from the Louis Vuitton looks to all of the red carpet looks. You see it. One of my favorite moments from this year, though, definitely have to be the Zach Posen moment with Divine Joy Randolph. The denim, Zach Posen being the new creative director at Gap, this is just the perfect way to show what Zach's intentions are with being the creative director of Gap and how he is really going to carry it. We have never seen Gap on a Met Gala runway. Like, who would have thought? But the way that Divine ate it down, speechless. Like, it really left me speechless. Also, Jodie Turner-Smith, the Gucci at the Vanity Fair Oscar after party, she looked perfect. First of all, I know Women in Monica is only responsible for like the dress, but just like her skin and the sheen of her skin and like the way that her blackness glows and the way that they elevated by putting clothes on top of that canvas. A match made in heaven. A match made in heaven. I'm definitely looking forward to what they do with Jodie in 2025 because they turn it every time. So Women in Monica, keep up the great work. I'm always happy to see them on the red carpet. Always happy to see their work out in the world. They always make me proud as a Black queer creative in the fashion space. Like, they are definitely someone I look forward to seeing and look forward to seeing what they do next. Absolutely. Coming in at number 8 is Sam Wolf. Now, Sam Wolf is kind of new. He is the stylist to Doechii. He also styles Jhené Aiko. I'm going to be focusing on his work with Doechii because I just feel that it really took what Doechii was doing with Alligator by Sniffer Hill and just her natural talent of it all. He really took it to the next level. Starting with the Alligator by Sniffer Hill album spread, it was done perfectly. Like, it reminded me of, so I'm from the South, and being from the South, you will often see, like, in older people's homes, you'll see pictures of like their family or pictures of like their ancestors, and they'll be like in this particular setting where it's just kind of like a blank wall, but like the fashion took the forefront, the posing, like she really brought that vintage element to the forefront in this album cover and the spread in general, and the way that Sam put in the Miu Miu and just all the other high fashion brands within this shoot, but still keeping it down home and southern. He really, really ate that. I also love the paper magazine spread with Doechii dressed up as a man, because y'all keep saying, oh, she look like a man, and she gave you a man. The whitey tighties, the prosthetic six-pack, the afro, the glasses, like even the whole hosiery stocking look with the makeup, like it was kind of like giving a 3D effect. Like Sam Wolf, he really pulled that editorial together as far as the looks. I really, really enjoyed it. The Swamp Tour looks were perfection. They matched the aesthetic of the tour. They matched the music. Like, everything was just really, really in sync. I can tell that Sam Wolf, you can sometimes tell that a stylist enjoys their client's work. Like, he has to enjoy Alligator by Sniffer Hill in order to execute the look so perfectly to match up with the art that is being presented. I think the highlight for me would definitely have to be the Stephen Colbert performance, where Doechii and her dancers wore the Gucci skirt, the Gucci head to toe with the braids connected. Like, that Gucci look, it really is etched in my brain because that performance was done so well, but matched and paired with that Gucci look, like it blew it up. Boom. Like, Sam Wolf is, I was looking forward to what Doechii is gonna wear next. I feel like Sam Wolf, he really understands her. Like, that client-stylist relationship is really important, and I think they have figured it out. He also styles, like I said in the beginning, he styles Jhené Aiko as well. But I think his work with Doechii is very versatile. It's very much untouchable. Like, it's very much unique too. Like, he's really making a point to be like, okay, this is what you girls are wearing, this is what my girl is wearing, which sometimes can pull those trends, but it's also true to who Doechii is as an artist, and that's when you know you're a good stylist. Coming in at number 7 is Britt Allen Nelson. He styles Doja Cat. Doja had some moments this year. She actually had my favorite look at the Met Gala, that Vetements cotton t-shirt dress that was wet. That was just my favorite look. I know a lot of people hated it, but it really served and made a point for me. Like, I wanted to be Doja Cat for Halloween so bad. I just did not have enough time to like get that look together. Maybe next year, but that was just a highlight for me. Her Coachella set, her Coachella looks, the hair look, the white look, like I think did she wear Entire Studios? She wore a lot of looks for her Coachella set, and the way that Britt Allen Nelson just really created a world and like you were engulfed in it as you watched the performance. Those looks, phenomenal. Another highlight for me would be Wireless Fest. The Delara Union Jack corsets with the panty and the heel. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, I love intentionality. Like, the way that we're performing in the UK, we're going to pay homage to the Spice Girls, Jerry Halliwell, Ginger Spice in particular, with this custom Delara Union Jack corset and with the red hair. Like, they ate that up. They ate that to pieces. Another highlight for me would definitely have to be her Grammys look, which is also a Delara look. It looks very like, what's what I'm looking for? Like, it looks like she's not even trying. It's just like the look is doing all the talking. But I feel Brett and Brett and Doja's style, like, it always feels very natural to who Doechii is. So it always looks like she's not even trying, but she's still making a point, still making impact. Brett also styled Sabrina Carpenter's VMA performance, and that was one of the best performances at the VMAs. So she also took that like whole VMAs performance and she like stretched it out into her tour. So I think Brett is who we have to thank for that. So good work there as well. And he also styled, what's her name? Tate. He also styled Tate. I'm not a huge fan of Tate, but I will say that the looks that Brett is pulling together for her and that he continued to pull together for her, it is working for her and it is making me pay more attention to her. As far as what she's wearing in her looks, and like, it really complements her art really, really well. So Brett, looking forward to 2025. Number 6 is going to Bradley Kenneth. He styles Miley Cyrus, and Miley had, first of all, can we talk about how Miley never ever misses? Like, she always looks phenomenal. No matter where she is, no matter what she's doing, Miley is the one to look out for. Let's start out with her Grammys performance look wearing Bob Mackie. This dress looked phenomenal on her with the big hair, the way it moved that she performed. Like, she's really one of those vintage archival girls. Miley gets it right every single time. Also, speaking of the Grammys, the red carpet look, the Mason Margiela look made out of safety pins, John Galliano, 8 down. Definitely one of the best, if not the best look on the Grammys red carpet. Also loved the Work It Out video where she wore the Roberto Cavalli and the Rabanne. Bradley ate it up. And what I love most about it is that what Miley is wearing, it's not like out of this world, but it is very iconic in itself. It's very, it pays homage to her inspirations and where she pulls inspiration from. So for her to do that not only in the art and the music and the visual, but also in the fashion, chef's kiss. Coming in at number 5 is a stylist who I think is going to run 2025. Like, there is no stopping Dara Allen. Dara Allen is a stylist to Hunter Schafer. She's also a stylist for Interview Magazine, a fashion editor at Interview Magazine, and I'm just obsessed with everything that she does. Starting with Hunter Schafer, I absolutely loved, I think it was Venice Film Festival, she wore the Armani Privé. I have no notes. Like, Hunter was definitely the best dress because that blue, purple, whatever color it was, it really ate down for me. Another highlight of Dara for me is the work that she's done in Interview Magazine. She recently styled Alex Consani for Interview Magazine, and it's like this shoot all around New York where Alex is like holding a cake and she's at a diner in a Miu Miu dress. She's just giving like very old Hollywood glamour, and Dara, that is like her specialty, is making old Hollywood glamour, but like throwing it on the floor and just remixing it and making it look totally perfect for today's modern era. She also styled Law Roach for Interview's Christmas editorial spread, which was excellent. It was very playful. It definitely brought Law out of his element into this whole character of Christmas and being a bad bitch at Christmas. I enjoyed it a lot. And a lot of people are gagging over her work with Addison Rae. Like, the looks she's doing with Addison Rae, I'm not a huge fan of Addison Rae and the looks that her and Dara are doing, but I will say that they are making impact because a lot of people love those looks and a lot of people are paying attention to Addison Rae. not only, but more so because of the looks. Like the looks are doing what they need to do. So I will say that even though I'm not a huge fan, Dara is doing exactly what she needs to do with Addison Rae and making sure that the look matches the acceleration of how her career is moving. Even taking away her clients, the way that Dara dresses herself. Very old Hollywood glamour. Very much that girl. I think Dara is going to be the stylist to look out for in 2025. She's done amazing work so far, but I think this is only the beginning for Dara. Like, Dara is really going to keep it pushing. Dara is also a trendsetter, which is what makes me love her a lot. I can tell a lot by the things that she wears, the things that she puts on her clients. It starts trends and it starts a conversation in fashion, and that is what keeps fashion alive. So Dara, that girl, period. Coming in at number 4, we have how do I describe this stylist? Because I feel that this stylist, he takes a back seat. Like, he's very much, he don't be in a mess. He do his job, he go home, but the job that he does always keeps his name in the forefront, and that is Jason Bolden. Jason Bolden is the stylist to Cynthia Erivo. He done Cynthia Erivo's entire Wicked run, from the Schiaparelli look that she wore at the UK premiere. I'm still gagging over this look. Still gagging over it, because even though it's for Wicked, it's giving me like, it's paying homage to the wigs. Like, it just gave me very like black excellence, and I live for that. The Dior ball gown, the black one that she wore to the New York City premiere, phenomenal. The Marc Jacobs that she wore to the top press, phenomenal. The Tom Brown that she wore to the New Mexico premiere, excellent. And then a Louis Vuitton that she wore to the Oscars, that green Louis Vuitton, phenomenal. Like, Jason really took it there. He knew that this was going to be a big moment for Cynthia, and I'm very, very proud at how the looks complemented the excellent performance that Cynthia gave in Wicked. He also styles Nicole Kidman, and Nicole Kidman is a legendary, iconic actress. And the Venice Film Festival, that Schiaparelli look, tore it down. Like, Jason really showed his ass this year in the best way possible, and I'm looking forward to what he does next. Jason Bolden, I really enjoyed your work this year. I feel like each year you just get better and better and better. Coming in at number 3 is a stylist who I just got familiar with this year, and her name is Georgia Pendlebury. She is the stylist to FKA Twigs, and I feel that FKA Twigs really took it there this year. She took it there. Like, I have no notes. Every look was gag-worthy. From when she came to New York and she did like the brown looks. Phenomenal. And the Eusexual video. Like, those looks in that video were just out of this world. I just feel that Georgia has a way of making fashion extraterrestrial. Like, the Rick Owens moment of when they were like coming up out of the dirt, and like FKA Twigs had on the Rick Owens inflatable boots. Like, she really was giving it to me. She was selling it to me. And the Perfect Stranger video. Every single look was just, wow. Like, how... You see it. You just have to go and watch this work. But Georgia Pendlebury, I'm hoping I'm saying it right. I'm really rooting for her, because FKA Twigs is a trendsetter, and I can tell that when FKA Twigs does something, it kind of trickles down into like normalcy, to like the girls can like water it down. But FKA Twigs is very unapologetic, and I can see that Georgia is also the same in her styling. Like, she's very fashion forward. She's not really looking to incorporate trends within her work. She is pushing boundaries, and I respect that 100%, because in fashion, it can be stuck on like being trendy and trying to get things to sell and be a particular way. But with Georgia, she says fuck all of that, and she puts client first. And FKA Twigs is a client who builds her own world, who makes art in a way that is, you have to really take it in. Like, it's just not something that you can like watch and interact with on a surface level. Like, you really have to engulf yourself into FKA Twig's world, and I'm glad that she has Georgia, who is elevating the arts by way of fashion. Coming in at number 2 is the stylist who everyone knows, the stylist who sets the bar, the stylist who is just in a lane all their own, the image architect himself, Law Roach. Law Roach, he had the most iconic look of 2024, which is Zendaya at the Dune premiere in London wearing Mugler Haute Couture from fall 2005. This broke the internet. This world stopped. Carry on. Like, her being able to get into that Mugler and to walk that carpet and to sell the look, like, just the way that Law brought all of that together with the jewelry that he paired with it, with the hair, and the way he just presented that entire look, and the way that there was no way you can ignore it. I have never seen Dune a day in my life. Never a day in my life. Like, it's just not, I really don't get into the sci-fi and those types of films. But that look made me be like, wow. Like, because I needed to know, how does this look complement what the film is about? So it made me get into the film. Like, I think that Law should have been, like, highly credited for getting people into the Dune spirit, because that look just really stopped the world. Also, her Challenger Press Tour, Zendaya's Challenger Press Tour with the Loewe tennis heels, the Bob Mackie look that she was paying tribute to Cher at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Excellent. Zendaya did not have a bad look this year, and that is all thanks to the image architect Law Roach. He also continued his work with Celine Dion. The Elie Saab look that she wore at their fashion show was phenomenal. And I think another, outside of the Mugler, my number 2 Law Roach moment for this year would definitely have to be Naomi Campbell at the Venice Film Festival wearing... Why didn't I have this up here? Why did I have this up here? Why did I have this up here? Him styling Naomi Campbell in the fall 1996 Chanel Couture that she originally wore on the runway, and to make that a moment in 2024 and her to get in the dress and her just to look phenomenal, like, that is something only Law can do. Law is the king of archival looks, and to do it with a model who originally wore the look, that was just a moment. Also, world stop. There was another world stop moment. Law, you know I love you. And I'm very happy that you are picking projects that align with what you want to do and the impact that you want to make, and you're not just taking things for the sake of it. You're really setting a tone and setting your own pace and doing the work. Continue to do work. Continue to be the image architect that you are, because the girls cannot fuck with you. Period. So if Law is number 2, I know y'all thinking, who is number 1? Like, Law had the best look of the year. Number 1, the number 1 stylist of 2024 for me would have to be, round of applause, Danielle Goldberg. Danielle Goldberg really took it there for me with 2024 this year. Her clients, every time they step out, whether it was for personal reasons or for red carpets or for premieres, whatever they stepped out for, they looked phenomenal in it every single time. Danielle did phenomenal with Ayo Edebiri. This custom Louis Vuitton at the Emmys, it really made me know that Ayo is really not playing in this fashion shit. Like, she really wants it. The Luar Fall 23 at the SAG Awards. A moment. She looked stunning. A moment. The Loewe, the Dream Venotin, the street style, like, she really took Ayo to another place in her career, because Ayo is phenomenal on the Bear. But Ayo is now being known for fashion. She's now being known for bringing looks. She's now being known for looking phenomenal. And I think that is going to help her in the long run. I'm excited to see what they do in 2025. I'm excited to see what Danielle has in store for the next season of Bear and their press run and anything else that Ayo is going to do. Danielle is going to be on top of it. I enjoyed watching Ayo grow in her style and her fashion and just being comfortable in the space of what she's wearing and how she looks. Danielle, phenomenal there. She also styles one of my favorite fashion influences, and that is Solange. No, Solange, the little bit of times that she stepped out this year, Danielle made sure that there was impact there. Let's start out with the Gucci dress. The Sabato de Sarno black Gucci dress with the cutout. Solange really put her foot on the neck, and Danielle is who we have to thank for that. The Ferragamo look. Solange Ferragamo, Maximilian Davis, match made in heaven. I'm glad Danielle is there to, keep their relationship flowing. And then the custom Gucci. The custom Gucci, child. Actually, I just talked about the custom Gucci, the black dress with the cutout. But she also wore Gucci, I think to the runway show. She had on like the sheer top with the skirt, and her hair was like to her shoulders. Like Danielle really, because Solange has great personal style, and I think Danielle's specialty is just like finding ways to play in that world. Like I can look at these looks and be like, okay, Solange picked this herself. But I know that Danielle is giving her options that she herself would pick, and that's what makes her the #1 stylist of 2024. Greta Lee, another client. The custom Loewe at the Met Gala. She was also one of the best dressed at the Met Gala. The custom Loewe at the Vanity Fair Oscar after party. Greta Lee just looks amazing. She is an ambassador for Loewe, so I'm glad that Danielle is able to create custom looks and play in the world with Jonathan Anderson so that her client always stands out and makes impact. The Loewe menswear at the Critics' Choice Award. This is one of my favorite looks from the Loewe menswear collection, and the way that Greta looks androgynous in it, like Danielle killed it. She also did some androgynous looks with Ayo Edeberry, so I want to see more of that Danielle. Like, make the girls androgynous. Let's tap into their Saint Laurent collection that just came out with the suits. I want your clients to eat that up. I know they can eat that up. Yes, sir. And then her other client, Laura Harrier. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I'm just gonna call her Laura. I was really obsessed with her Ludwig Day St. Santa look at the Academy Gala. Laura, every time I see her, she's very much like to herself and not in the drama, but she's always making an impact. Like, she's always so stunning to look at. Like, she really, 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 I look forward to seeing her on any red carpet that she's gonna be on. So congratulations, Danielle. You are the top stylist of 2024 for me. You really took it there. You continue to push the boundaries. I love that your clients do not look like they're trying. They look like they are just they just look so comfortable in their skin, and I know that is all thanks to how perfect of a stylist you are. So I'm looking forward to what you have coming up next. I know Solange is gearing to release some new art projects and some music next year, so I hope that you are on board to bring it all together with the fashion, and I'm looking forward to it. So that is my top stylist of 2024. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Let's talk about it in the comments. Let me know who your favorite stylists of 2024 are. And also let me know who do you look forward to seeing in 2025 as far as stylists and the work that they do. I'm Mars, lover of all things iconic. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure the notification bell is on. And stay tuned, because I also have top 10 best dressed women, top best dressed men. I also have my top 10 chops, top 10 red carpet looks. I have my roundup of 2024 that's coming out. I just want to kind of do it piece by piece. So this is the first piece. Stay tuned for the second. Bye. This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold 'em. How I love, hold on.